Hey everybody, Johnny here. I'm back at the Camera Reserve in Malibu. I couldn't come last week because they had it closed for some private event, so I'm back now. Happy Friday. I hope y'all are having a wonderful week and looking forward to a great weekend. This past week has been great. Last weekend was the LA Indie Improv Festival. Camp Hickory had a show Saturday at the Lyric Hyperion Theater that was so fantastic. I wrote about it on Monday, sort of that idea of letting things come to you and not putting up mental roadblocks in your own head. It was such it's a fun children's theater set, so we had like a really good lesson in it. And I've actually run into people throughout the week who came to the show that I don't know who said that they enjoyed it. So that's always really nice to hear that, to get that sort of like encouragement from people, like, oh, like that was funny. It's like nice. Saturday night was GarageBand set at the LA Indie Improv Fest. We were at the clubhouse on the main stage at 8:20. It was unlike any other GarageBand show ever. The only like closest thing I can compare it to is maybe DCM. It was the same four of us, Dana, Zora, Jeff, and I, and we did, full 22-minute set, I believe, but it was packed. It was standing room only. The crowd was so good. The energy was so great, and we definitely fed off of it. I love GarageBand so much. Sunday night, I had basketball, watched Game of Thrones, and then on Monday, wrote the blog post about letting things come to you and not putting up too many mental roadblocks. I can be definitely very guilty of that. So that's something I'm definitely working on. Monday night, went to Herald Night, saw Queen George and Nomi Malone. So funny. I know a couple people on those teams, and they're just so talented, and I'm always like really blown away seeing people do this crazy thing and have so much fun with it, and seeing the different styles of play, like one team very kind of more low energy but making very smart moves, and then a very high energy team making also very smart moves, just very different, but still doing the same thing. It's nice to see that. Tuesday I had practice with GarageBand. Sam, you're the best accompanist. Thank you so much for always being with us and being so great. And we had Ross as our coach, and Ross was so fantastic, and we really drilled a lot of great stuff with the opening that we created and came up with new ways to make it work to our advantage. So I'm really excited for that moving forward. Wednesday, wrote a blog post. If you didn't get a chance to read it, it was sort of about the idea of positive thinking. A best friend asked me if I believe in manifesting, and I was like, I don't call it that. I think people call it manifesting. Some people call it praying. Some people call it, positive vibes or good karma or The Secret, the law of attraction. I just think it's positive thinking. I think you recognize what you want, you have that idea, and then you make choices along the way so that you can sort of think with that end goal in mind. I mean, that's really, I think everybody does that. I think just not everybody's conscious that they're doing it, right? I like to think so. Thursday, hiked out for the blog. Thursday night, started an internship at IO West. Looking forward to taking some classes at Improv Olympic and getting to know that community as well. UCB is so fantastic. I'm not going anywhere now that especially it's been 2.5 years that I've been UCB, which is crazy to think about. But I'm just definitely more excited to get different philosophies and different perspectives on this thing I love doing, which is improv. Happy Friday, said that at the top. Got a really exciting weekend ahead and weeks coming up. My birthday is the 24th, so that's been a lot of introspection and then thinking about my future and where I want it to go, and coming to a lot of like great realizations about things, and I'm always working on myself, so it's something out of the ordinary. It just seems to be more pressing when there's a birthday involved, which is crazy. But if you're in the LA area, Wednesday night, GarageBand will be doing Coconut Club for my birthday. Thank you, Ryan and Meaningful Touch, for giving us that slot. I'm so excited to celebrate my birthday doing something I love so much, which is musical improv. Otherwise, I've got blog posts coming up next week. Monday, I'm really going to write about fundamentals and using a sports metaphor. I said that I was going to do that this past week and I didn't, so look forward to that. And then Wednesday, It'll probably be a lengthy blog post, but it'll be sort of like a reflection back on 27, looking forward to 28. So please tune in. Subscribe if you haven't gotten the chance at johnnythegirl.com. You only get 3 to 4 emails a week maximum. I'm not trying to clutter your inbox. And then also I'm cross-branded on all social media at Johnny the Girl, Johny the Girl, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, LinkedIn, SoundCloud, what have you, across the board. Thank you so much for tuning in. I couldn't do this without you. Have a fantastic weekend. Get outside, starve your ego, feed your soul, go hiking if you're in Southern California. Cameron Reserve, I cannot, speak highly enough of it. It's so fantastic. Have a great weekend. Happy Friday.